If you're serious about getting good with your handgun, doing a lot of training, you should get out and get exposed to shooting at the level you want to shoot at as early as possible. All right, so let me explain what I'm talking about. I do digital reviews for Practical Shooting Training Group. I review people's shooting footage. And reviews I've been doing lately, it really kind of got me thinking. So what I see from people is a tendency is they want to do piece by piece by piece by piece to learn to shoot, but they want to do it perfectly. So for example, you'll have guys who just obsessively focus on their grip. That's all they want to talk about. That's all they want to pay attention to. It's like, I just want to pay attention to my grip to the exclusion of pretty much everything else until my grip is perfect. Or maybe they nerd out on getting target focus. So they nerd out on trigger control. Like, hey, how tight of a group can I shoot? And until I shoot that group, I'm not going to work on anything else. Now, to a certain degree, you want to actually try to understand different skill sets. Like, I get it. You want to understand, grip and shooting aggressive target transitions, whatever. There's all these skill sets that you have to learn, and you do need to take a little bit of time to get familiar with each of them. However, what you should understand is that if you're like a new shooter, the best thing you can do for your shooting, like you say, hey, I want to be a USPSA shooter, is like get yourself to where you're safe and comfortable and maybe confident enough to just go attend a match and do that as soon as you can. Why? Because you're going to learn the things that you don't know. It's easy to sit back on the internet, like watch videos of a match and read books about it or do some training on your own, whatever. It's easy to do those things and you'll develop like an idea in your head of like what shooting in a match is like. But the best thing you can do is just go shoot the match, and then you're going to understand so much better, and it's going to direct your training in a very, very positive direction really early on. So like I understand that people, like, for different reasons, a lot of it's personality based. Like people, like they're like, oh, I got to do this step and then this step and then this step. Again, like just go take a look at what your perceived destination is, whether that's a skill level at a certain thing, it's shooting at a certain level competitively. It's like maybe you think CQB warm-up's really cool and you're like, oh yeah, I want to that is my I want to be able to pass that, and I've never shot a gun before. Okay, well there's a lot of stuff you have to do to get to where you're going to pass that. But really what you want to do from a training perspective is get to where you can shoot that, like maybe not pass it, but shoot that drill and experience it, and then it's going to help you understand your training so much better. And it's a lot of it's the intangible things. It's the stuff you don't know, or some people get an idea in their head of like, oh, this is how matches work, or this is what I should be paying attention to when I go shoot a match. And then they go actually shoot a match and like, oh my God, it's so much different than I thought. Really common example of that is you have guys really, really, really focused on crushing speed drills, like trying to shoot really quickly, really aggressively, and trying to put down the fastest times they can, but maybe not being super consistent or accountable. Then they get to, a certain level of shooting, and then they go actually shoot at nationals, and it's like, oh man, like this is not the test I thought it was. Like this is a consistency thing, like far more than it's about like crushing, little short drills. The examples for this are countless, but the point is, again, if there's a perceived thing that you want to do in shooting, go take a look at the destination for yourself. Just try it, like whatever that has to be. Shoot the drill, shoot the match, try the test, whatever it is. Try that first, or as early as you can, and you will understand much, much better what it is that you're trying to do.